What the hell is even that?
That is one big pilot.
For a modern gaming audience.
Why are you running?
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
We're communists.
Woke.
Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? I'm like, what comic books are you reading?
I'm cured! Praise God!
He vatored! He vatored!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
For a modern gaming audience.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Welcome to Nerd Wars. Sorry about that. Welcome to Nerd Wars.
Please clap.
Did you notice he snuck some hamburgers in the middle of that?
Bun Brothers. Touching buns.
It all makes sense now. Wait, no, whoa, Gooch, this is Con Film Festival. I need you to do that for another 13 minutes at least.
20, if you can.
Actually, we were testing this because I talked about how tiring it is. I couldn't do it for 15 minutes. So, Gooch, we're going to need you to see how long you can clap for it. Thanks. But do it quietly, please. Don't
Just do it
be
like
rude.
I'll do the clap.
We're going to need to see it too. Okay.
I'll do it. I'll see how long.
No, please, God, Badger, how you doing? You won, Badger, you won.
Yay! I won.
Thank God.
I won. No, I'm good. How are you? It's a great movie. Everyone hates it. I liked it.
Everyone hates it.
I don't.
Yeah, I got Gary's tweet,
50,
of course,
50.
but I don't. The people who don't like anything didn't like it.
There was some to love. There was some to hate.
Speaking of people who don't always like things, actually liking something I was not expecting, Gooch, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm really good.
Tickety boo.
Tickety boo. I feel very tickety. I'd like to take my time for my intro here.
Reclaiming your time.
Right. Well,
He's reclaiming his time.
So
something that I received in the mail from FedEx today.
Marvel Essentials Sequential Sellout Chill. Are you getting bribed right now?
I don't. Is this early access?
Is this for all of your positive Marvel reviews?
What the fuck is going on here?
Look at that. Thank you.
This is not at all what I thought.
Andy Kubert.
Oh, okay. I like the Kuberts.
Look, yeah, a lot of art.
Wait, Gooch, am I allowed to like the Kuberts?
Yes.
Confused.
Okay, cool. They got like a school and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like they're all about keeping the comic
books. I think they just sold it though.
Ah, really? Yeah, they're only people keeping the comic book industry alive.
Wolverine cards.
What the hell? So, could you tell us what the hell is even this?
Who's it from? What is it? Why did you buy this? You were sent this by Andy.
That's pretty sweet.
By Andy Kubert.
Okay.
Oh, shit, there's lots in
For the people who
like
don't
your
know,
friend Andy Kubert, or
who's Andy Kubert?
He's an artist for Marvel, and he's done some deep. Oh wow, this is sick. That's awesome.
Is it? No, he himself sent it to you, or is this something you
No,
purchased with his stuff?
This is a Kickstarter I did.
Okay, a Gooch. Jesus Christ, that's all we've wanted to hear for the last 20 seconds.
Well, I was busy looking at. So we got all the art.
About the truth that he paid for this as a Kickstarter, and as a reward for his Kickstarter, he got a bunch of shit in a box from
my
Marvel.
Friend, the creator of Chainsaw Man, sent me these manga. I paid for the Kickstarter for it, but
yeah, I paid for the Kickstarter.
Thank you, Gooch. That was really awesome until the giant letdown. So me and Badger, we went and stared at boobs yesterday, and Gooch was like, "I'm gonna go to Lilo and Stitch instead," and just the shortest little hint of your thoughts on Lilo and Stitch.
It's gonna make so much money.
Oh my God! Yes, more on that shortly because yeah, it's already looking like it's gonna be breaking some Memorial Day records potentially. So all of the money. Yeah. All right. First, though, I didn't get to talk about it yesterday. Shout out, chat. Appreciate y'all. You're all on screen now. You're now the fourth member of the panel. Please behave. So I wanted to talk about this yesterday because we had heard about this. Disney ABC executives asked the View host to tone down Trump bashing. We had heard about this, but now we're getting it from the Daily Beast, which is far, far left. So we've been hearing about it from, I think it was our side. But no, this is the left calling out their own. They got their inside sources, and they're talking about how old Bob Iger came in and said, hey, we have all these, episodes with celebrity guests. Yeah, wait, hold on. Sorry. Karim Hemderhojovic.
Hold on.
Highlighted. Yeah.
Karim Hebdovic.
Hold on, let me get it.
Karamedovic.
I think that's the Russian guy in Mission and Final Reckoning.
Karamedovic. That's a sick board, bro.
Yeah, he's the ABC News president. Highlighted episodes with celebrity guests that he said were highly rated. One source said, encouraged them to lean into such coverage moving forward. And they did not go far to demand a change. The suggestion still upset the host, with Ana Navarro reportedly telling them that their audience tunes in the show for political perspectives. I definitely tune in for their political perspectives, but not for the reason they think. And we'll have to get back to this story after several clips. Roll the clips, Badger.
Oh my God.
How about for $90? I'll put the fucking mousetrap on my tongue.
3 episodes into Clarkson's Farm. Enjoying it. I believe that. Get on the ground, motherfucker! Get on the ground!
Gooch, did you want to tell us about Lilo and Stitch?
I was going to talk about Clarkson's Farm.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang! Bang!
Just do it for us,
Pig
I guess.
clitori.
Oh my God.
I said it.
Give me the cash.
Been here long?
Yeah, long enough. Come on, give me the cash.
Clarkson's Farm is an educational show. Today I learned about pig clitori.
This power level is amazing. It's spectacular.
Shout out
quite
to
impressive.
Shout out to ABF for having me watch it. I just got my parents. They needed a show to watch. I'm like, good. You're watching Clarkson's Farms. You don't have an option.
Here's a little snippet for you guys.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. And I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
You're sitting on that, weren't you, fucker?
I don't remember that part.
Sitting on that.
Yeah, Gooch.
I don't get much joy in my life.
Do you want to give us a little snippet before we have to talk about Ana Navarro again?
Watched the first 2 episodes last night. Where he bought a Lamborghini tractor.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
The episode I just watched now, he shopped around for a new tractor. He had 8 tractors arrive at the same time. It was a shit show, just like everything in that show. I love it. All right, and we finally got Gooch. One of us. All right, now back to The View. Shout out ABF. I appreciate it so much. Can we go back to talking about Clarkson's Farm? No, shortly. We have to do this. Basically, the other hosts, they're just a bunch of uppity bitches. It's like, hey, could you guys not purposely tank your show? And they went, end of story. All right, so I hope to see their continued success in the future. All right, one more quick one before we get into our reviews. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade will be re-released in theaters next month for Father's Day. That's actually pretty genius. I actually really like that. I saw it somewhat recently, but that one, I might have to go check that out. I do like watching those old movies in the theater. Because, Gooch, when you watch movies in the theater, it's a different experience than if you watch someone else watch it in a theater. And we kind of saw this.
I heard bad reviews. I wasn't going to pay for it.
Earns $8.3 million in domestic previews. The highest of the franchise, which is good, but it didn't even crack 10 mil on the Thursday. So probably not going to do the best financially.
The last movie star. Y'all MFers won't go see his movie.
Well, here we go. Nerdrotic. It pains me to say Mission Impossible Final Wokening is a disappointment. A total mess. That being said, Tom Cruise represents everything that Hollywood should be, but isn't. Yes. I would be there opening day for his next film. So I was not disappointed. I actually quite enjoyed it.
For as messy as it is,
certainly messy in areas.
Thinking, I'm shocked I'm able to follow what's happening right now. It's very clear what everyone needs to do, even though it's kind of messy. So
I know. I was actually going to compliment its lack of mess, because some of these jet setting movies are like, wait, where are they now? And what are they doing? I knew where they were and what they were doing at all times.
At all times. So you know what I'm saying? Take it for what it will. The boy, you know what? He won't get the same that you will because we grew up with these movies. But they show you a lot of fucking contextual flashbacks. So I don't think it'll be lost on him what it's supposed to mean.
All right, don't mind dropping Kickstarter links. Let me get this pulled up off screen before we look at this Kickstarter. Could you take this one for me, Patrick, please?
For 50, Kickstarter, you say, if you guys could help fund this, that would be super. I would like it if the game could come out. And I do see it says Japanese style sci-fi slash action. Not the type of slash action you're probably used to. It means hack and slash.
Bunny girl, she got the appropriate amount of panties and lack of skirt. Oh wow, wait, it's not even a skirt. The back part is just missing. Yeah, the back part's just missing. She's just got side skirts, and then it's just full on butt.
Nice, that helps.
And we've hit some levels I will need to get to here in one moment.
Yeah, they're overrated. Tom Cruise takes his pants off a lot.
What? Oh,
yes, there's no more his pants anymore. Yeah.
Oh, wait, is there anyone that goes commando? Wait, I feel like Gooch. Gooch, do you go commando? Do you wear boxers or underwear?
Free?
On the advice of my attorney, I will not answer that question.
Oh my God, he goes commando. You go commando, don't you?
We call it going tactical now. Yes.
Wait, did I accurately predict that?
Tactical's when you time to one leg. You know?
I'll do one of my Leon predictions. Leon seems like someone who would also go tactical, as the kids are calling it. All right, so I did not think it was a total mess, and it looks like audiences also didn't think it was a total mess. 93% verified, all audience 90, so an 8.8 or 9 out of 10.
My audience was with it the entire time. They got quite vocal, especially at the end, reacting to fight scenes and plot switch changes.
There are two major action set pieces, a big submarine one and a big airplane chase one.
My butthole was puckering rather, like the entire sub one for sure, because fuck deep ocean waters, fuck tight enclosed spaces, and it's both at the same time, and then fuck like a giant propeller that's gonna suck you in,
and a race against time.
All of it.
The propellers, my seats were going like this in the premium theater.
Puckling is a thing now. Yeah, no, I don't know.
It was an experience
for me.
I quite enjoyed it. Now, is it perfect?
No.
So Badger called it a 7.5, and it may have been adjusted since then. Out of theater, I'm guessing. My out of theater was 7+, which landed at 7. But I got to take a half point for the Wokening part. It bothered me. And then there was 5 times when I went, what? The Wokening it bugs me. I'm sorry. Minus half a point for it. Oh. I
laughed. So there's a couple female pilots in a VTOL, and then there's a couple of fucking there's a aircraft carrier commander, and it's like, okay, that probably would not have been women. And then there's a Navy SEAL that is the same butch lesbian that's in everything. Kristen Stewart's girl. And
you're about to go try an impossible mission, and you get a helicopter, and you see this.
Yes.
But the thing is, at least the actress who played the commander, she did it well. And then I don't know. Yeah, but it makes you laugh.
Oh yeah. Wait, what lesbian? Butch lesbian with the short hair, wave bang?
The one that's in Mandalorian, and she's Kristen Stewart's girlfriend in that one lesbian movie.
Oh, not the older,
big buff arms. The one that should have looked probably like Abby does.
I thought you were talking about the blonde lesbian one.
No,
older one.
She was fine.
I thought of T2 when I saw that. And I was Aliens 2. Sorry. Or Aliens.
But all the performances and acting and the fights were really good, and Palm Clementif or whatever was great.
I liked her. She didn't do anything that annoyed me with her beating up a 6'5" guy.
She actually looked like she could fight.
There's a lot of storytelling in this movie, like constantly telling him what's going and what's happening, which is fine, but it was a lot. There was a lot of the
intro lore dump where they showed the map of the world and just showed she just kept telling him, you did this and you did that. And I'm like, it's the worst way to do a lore dump. You have like the setup with the screen, which is perfect to do a lore dump, but then they just told you. You did this. And it's like, he knows what he fucking did. It's like, no, that should have been better.
And it's also like, Mission Impossible 1 and 3.2 because it ties a bunch to 3. Like, hey, you know that shit you stole in the third one? That was actually the proto versions of the big bad. And you know that one motherfucker? This is actually his son.
It wasn't
awful,
but
let's keep spoilers a little lighter.
There's like 3 big
for this
bads,
weekend.
So.
But the parts that I did like was the Luther and Tom Cruise's
They're good.
I forget his, that was a great. That relationship was great. The Simon Pegg and Tom Cruise relationship is really great. They really nailed that down.
You should have died like 10 times, but
yeah, but I mean,
it's Mission Impossible, baby.
I don't know. Yeah, it was just I think a little too much over the top. Which I mean, it's an action film. You're going to get that either way. But
it's convenience the fucking movie. But that's the whole point.
Yeah.
It's a Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
So team, for the most part, I was happy with. Who the fuck was random black dude? Was he in the
He was in the beginning.
The partner that was sent after him with the other with the other guy. They get his. Remember, and he turned sides when they and helps them. He convinces them to fucking how important it is, and he just leaves with no repercussions whatsoever.
Why the fuck was this? Okay, well, there's one way we could fix this movie a little bit. Just get rid of that character. He's literally only there for this right here. This perfection of DEI right here.
No, I didn't mind that character. It was just,
why was he there? He literally at the end is all, I don't have anything to do, so I guess I'll just stay here to guard these guys.
I felt.
And then ironically he ended up doing something.
Yeah, I know, but
cut out like 45 minutes of that movie. But
definitely could have made things a little tighter. But the time they had, they used pretty well. There wasn't much downtime, like not too much like exposition dumps and whatnot.
I was never bored, and I always knew what was going on.
I only checked my phone because it's like after midnight, not because I needed it to end.
And Trammell Tillman from Severance, the Black Sub Commander. Holy shit, was he like one of my favorite parts of the movie?
Yes, strong. I liked all the strong black men. Not so much the strong black women, but I mean, she's not a moratorium, so I'll allow it, but I don't want my president to be a black woman. When she first walked in, I laughed out loud. And I almost followed it up with, oh, dang it, where is it at? Kamala Forever. Pretend I played
Kamala Forever.
That's, oh, wait, I killed Badger.
Oh, wow.
I killed Badger. I put him into the ground. Oh, yeah, you got your audio. StreamYard. It's the best. This
completely reset and killed me. All right, that's great.
All right. Now we're good.
She's in the earlier movies. It's already set up, and she was performance.
I know.
It's what should be Waller from Suicide Squad. Yes.
So, members, fan service. Badger, do you have any thoughts on fan service?
I mean, honestly, the way they did it, I don't have a problem with it because I know you said like, what, that guy just kept the knife. It's like, well, yeah, they sort of set it up that there's a reason he could have. And then when he gets it back, I won't spoil, he uses it for something very important in the sub. So it all sort of connected, including up to Haley Atwell saying a stupid line that then is said again. And it was super important that stupid line. So I realized why she said it.
Remind us of what the director said. Yeah, strong black man. This will never be a moratorium on that.
Well, he is gay, but not that matters.
Wait, is he? Well,
Christopher.
Well, he played a very strong, stoic black man. I like
played it very well. Christopher McQuarrie, the director, went on that whole thing about fan service and all that. It's like, bro, and then every time you do it, it takes you out of the movie because you're taking them to think about another movie. And it's like, you did
wait. So I'd like to hear his opinion on like Deadpool Wolverine, because that was a lot of fan service as well, and people loved it. So
that might be what he is talking about. Okay. But then he did stuff very similar where he constantly referenced. Okay. Do we have female commanders of aircraft carriers?
I don't like it.
She played the role well.
But that's the problem, though, is You get 1, okay. You get 2, You get 10. I'm sorry, I'm calling it the final Wokening at that point.
Tellman I had no problem with whatsoever. There was absolutely no, I didn't think woke or anything. I thought, oh, he's popular from Severance. He's getting fucking movie roles finally.
And then like Wicked had like super woke casting, but there was no like message about we're a bunch of evil monsters. Whereas in this, the entity seems like whenever the elite is trying to censor us, whenever they talk about the algorithm, because the entity is tricking us. It like eats truth, or what it like attacks or destroys truth or something like that.
It basically just edits all the pictures, so you don't know if that was Trump eating a burger or just doing a line or something.
A misinformation bot that has misinformed all of us, and now we've created a doomsday cult, and we've doomed the world because we didn't censor the internet enough.
That always happens.
When you combine that with the DEI, it's like, and you know it's in Paramount, it's yeah, I hope your merger doesn't happen.
This is the moratorium I need. I need this bitch to stop playing the same role in every fucking thing she does.
I thought about having a tab pulled up just for her.
Isn't she in Andor?
She's in fucking Mandalorian.
Okay.
And she's in she's also in like the first, like she's literally in the First Order is one of the things.
And she's in a ton of stuff as well.
Yeah, and she's in that one Kristen Stewart movie, and she plays a Navy SEAL. Yeah.
She's super jacked. She reminds me of Alyssa Mercante. Like she's going to be a dude at some point. But yeah, actually,
O'Brien is her name.
We'll
Walking Dead.
All right, so
Twisters.
Happy with the main cast. Yeah, we got like a Nick Offerman in here. We got the dude from Risk Cutters, who I love. Where are you at? I forget his name. He's in there. A bunch of good people. But then we get to say, like Mount Weather. There we go. The George H.W. Bush, and then the SSG in Ohio. When they go on the ships, is the DEI-est ships you've ever seen. Here we go. Start off with the Lieutenant Commander and Lieutenant Whammons here.
So the modern Navy.
Yes, obviously. But then when you have the Russians, they're all evil white men. All of a sudden, no diversity there, just evil white men. And then we get to SSG, and we got Mr. Abdullah here, and this, I assume, Indian gentleman, this black woman. Ofalabi, can't imagine that was a white person either. My favorite black woman here, Bridget Amofa. Here we go. Strong black men. I'm perfectly fine with strong black men. More womans, presumably very gay men. Yeah, this is what I mean. When we get onto those two ships, that's when I just could not take it anymore, and it bugged me. It definitely detracted. I got to take half a point off for it. Tomak, and then we got to get to Magnum as well. So it's the Son of Liberty AI. You'll get it to someday, Erwin. Exactly. And that's the whole thing, is if they like destroy it, it's going to shut down the whole internet. But it's worth it to protect us from the internet, because Gooch is always spreading misinformation on it, and your racist uncle says hilarious things on it. So we can't do that, or else doom or something
just
like
ripped
that.
off the end of Escape from LA.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize they're having a super chat here. Magnum for 2. I'm sorry, Badger, but Mission Impossible 2 suck donkey balls. All I remember is the motorcycle fight where he does like a.
It's a great movie. Go watch it again. It's awesome.
Yep. All right. Well, I think Tomak's got your back. I'm going to have to go against Magnum. I like Mission Impossible 2. 5 from Tomak. Magnum from 2. Severance is mid, so mid that I fell asleep.
Yeah,
that's the Adam Scott one, right? Mm-hmm. Magnum for 5. Erwin doesn't like Sopranos, therefore he hates female aircraft carriers. Yeah, like a bunch. Well, that thing, they literally have the lesbian like Karen haircuts and everything, and you know, 1 or 2, all right. And like, you know, the blonde lesbian, yeah, she did actually do a good job. Badger's not wrong. I don't want the strong lesbian whether she's doing a good or bad job. I'm sorry. Give me a strong black man instead. A strong Latino man. Let's get some Badger representation.
Yeah, what the fuck? We don't have any Asians in the military? Let's get some Asians in there.
Pity. All right. So, all right, we got to be moving on, because Gooch has got to talk about some Lilo and Stitch. How many times did you get groped by single women? But first,
none.
Andor creator explains why he believes Marvel is in decline, and it's basically just MacGuffins. trying to get the, what do they call it? I can't remember the name of the box. What the fuck is the name of the box in the Avengers? What the fuck are they going for? Oh, the Tesseract. That's why those Marvel movies are all, that's why they fail. You're just constantly, if that's all you're doing, then all you're doing is just trying to get the Tesseract. So I get
he's fucking retarded, and the Avengers was really popular, and then this just shows he literally doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, see, MacGuffins give you like direction and a focus. Something that Andor did not have in the slightest bit, which is why everyone was so bored by it, because it had no focus or direction. And yeah, MacGuffins, you can get lazy. It's, you know, it's lazy plot device. I'll give you that. But it works. Just like the formula used to work, and we got away from it, and we ruined everything. We used to use formulaic, like, as like a derogatory like term, like as a negative statement to call something formulaic. Now I am begging for formulaic. In Mission Impossible, it gave me my formulaic. It gave me my MacGuffins. I was happy with the MacGuffins. Especially when the MacGuffins are very difficult to get and my seats start rumbling and all sorts of stuff.
Also, you fucking idiot, they weren't MacGuffins. They were Infinity Stones that he was collecting, and then it was all leading to the goddamn...
He's a pretentious swat. Don't even like...
You make me upset.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh,
calm down. Just calm down. We got a long
Man of Steel's a great movie. I'm gonna
yeah,
say it right now.
We got a long day. We got a long day ahead of us. Yes. Let's just settle down.
Take it now.
Yeah, settle down.
So it's a lemon marching, playing the trumpet with a little lime following it, playing a trumpet.
Bless you, Jesus.
Ditto, Jesus. Ditto. Right back at you. Appreciate it. And wait, oh yeah, Jesus, I had the note to get the No Guns Life. That was you, right, Jesus? Right, you dropped the 10 yesterday, right? Because I'm gonna grab that. Also, they've got volume 1 of No Guns Life. I'm buying it tomorrow. There's a sale. I can't help myself. I have a problem. Someone please help me. Wait, speaking of manga? No, we'll save that. We'll save that. All right. Let's see. What do we got here? Lilo and Stitch. It's going to make all the money. Wild $14 million Thursday eyes potential Disney Memorial Day preview record. So they were all the employees at the theater were wearing like Hawaiian shirts. The guy who did the ticket thing was in like a Stitch costume. And then the poor teenage girl who got me my popcorn had to start it off by saying, "Aloha, would you blah, 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 dee, blah." And you know, she was like, she sounded so dead inside when she said aloha. It made me laugh. So they were like going hard on all the marketing and whatnot. And I was like, the parking lot was packed. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to sit and smell so many people right next to me. There was like barely anyone. There's a decent bit of people in Mission Impossible. Now, everyone was apparently there to go see Lilo and Stitch, though.
Yeah,
because I was in the perfect seat, and I had like I think 3 seats on my right and 2 or 3 seats on my left. So I think Mission Impossible 8 is going to do a Mission Impossible 7 as far as the box office goes. But Lilo and Stitch, Gooch, how much is this going to make?
This is going to make $1 billion easy. It's not the exact version of the animated version, but the story they tell in this is done exceptionally well. It hits the heartstrings quite a bit in this movie. I was close because it was a part there I was like,
wait,
holy
really?
shit, this is yes.
Ooh,
it's really good. I laughed. I love how they changed up.
What's her adorableness on a 1 to 10 scale?
She is a fantastic little actress.
Because I hate child actors so much, but she does a really good job.
Well, when you work with at-risk youth and you see a lot of that, and then there's like the story has like potential that it really does a really good job of bringing family unit together and trying to keep everyone together as a family. And Pleakley
Ohana means family. I almost told the high school girl Ohana after she said aloha.
Stitch was fantastic. I love what they did with Stitch.
CG looked good too.
Pleakley was great. Jumba is done really well. I like what they did with that character. I really like what they did. Like it changed it up, and it's done.
Everyone
really
seems
well.
to.
Yeah, it's this movie is going to make so much money.
That's a 9.2 out of 10 right there, folks. 8.8 out of 10 for the all audience. So I was worried about this 69% nice. I don't know why the critics are hating on it, though.
I have no idea why they're like, it makes no sense to me. I was like objectively looking for anything they're like, there was nothing. It was just a good family film. It was enjoyable, very, very enjoyable. I was glad I went and saw this.
Yeah, I wasn't sure
The
if I was going to
sister,
see
she's
it.
fantastic. The older sister's fantastic.
The trailer and the marketing's, it was just so good. Where now I'm like somehow hyped for this movie, and I'm Gooch the Emmy. Lilo and Stitch was excellent, and I went, Gooch liked something, and it was live action Disney. I am actually genuinely excited to see it. Like I said, I probably would give Mission Impossible 7 out of 10, but I gotta take a half point out for some. It's like 6.5 ish, 7. There are definitely some.
I give it a 7.5, but I also will take away so I'm just gonna give it a 7.
Okay.
Mission Impossible.
Well,
it's just a 7.
My original thought was 7+. You know,
I give Mission Impossible 6.
Ooh, I'm telling you, man. If you would have had your seat shaken, you would have given it an extra half.
Yeah,
I'm saying
there was just a lot. I just didn't care for a lot.
I think I ended up with Thunderbolts at a 6, and this is better than Thunderbolts by far.
In your opinion, yeah, well, okay, but I
think Thunderbolt better than Mission Impossible 8.
No, I haven't. I Thunderbolts. I can't.
I definitely prefer.
In my opinion, like it was a fucking drastic statement.
No, my opinion. I just didn't think it was a 7. I just thought it was maybe a 6.5.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, because I did 5.5, 6 for Thunderbolts, and now I'm giving this like a 6.5, 7.
It wasn't bad.
That's reasonable.
But there was just a lot there. I just felt like why we could like cut this shit out like this.
Ooh, dang!
Squeeze it together.
So what are you giving Lilo and Stitch?
Lilo and Stitch. Ooh. I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Dang. Any reason to see it in theaters, or if people are interested, just a wait, or do you think it's worth seeing in the theater?
I enjoyed it in the theaters. Is it a theater movie? It's definitely a family movie.
It's like Mission Impossible. If you're interested, you go see that in the premium theater.
The theater was packed with kids. There was there's a fucking little baby crying behind me. I thought I was going to get up and just.
Yeah.
But Badger, you saw it in just like a normal premium, right?
No, I saw it in
an IMAX.
It's called Cinemark XD. So it's the extra big screen and it's the reclining chairs. But like, mine was filled with dudes my age, all fucking cheering and like, environment does.
It's a great film.
Play a part.
If you have an IMAX theater, like the legit IMAX theater, you can go to see Mission Impossible. It's an highly recommend because like me and Badger went to the between the real IMAX and the normal theater ones, which was amazing as it was. If you got an IMAX, go see that bad boy.
Jesus, as for the kids freaked out with Stitch. They were laughing, like they loved Stitch. Like even Pleakley and Junebot, like they were giggling.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. It was how are the aliens?
The aliens were great. It was a lot. It was pretty funny. They were. Like Zach Galifianakis did a great job. The other guy, I forget his name. You've seen him in a lot of other films. I forget who played Pleakley. But it was very funny. I had a great time. I can't really find anything wrong with it. Really, it's a good family film. I would definitely show this to everyone. Highly recommend.
Guys, we have good entertainment. We're gonna talk about Clarkson's Farms, which I'm enjoying. We have good movies and good TV coming out on the same day. 3 of them.
This movie. Nice. When I walked out, I was like, this is gonna make $1.5 billion like that. This is a family fun. Like this is there's nothing. I don't think there's anything really negative you could say about it. There might be a couple little things here and there, but it's a Disney film. To me, it felt like Disney was actually going back to being old school Disney.
Ooh,
that's how I felt.
Also,
I would go see it again. Actually, I would.
And Badger, you'll be happy. I knew who this was the second I saw her. Tia Carrera in it as well. Always Wayne's a little
World,
cherry on
Relic
top.
Hunter.
Still holding up, I must say. All right. Anything else you want to say about Lilo and Stitch before we move on, Gooch? Go see it.
I highly recommend it.
If you have kids, take them like 100% for sure.
Oh, for sure, they're gonna love it. I think the family will just love it. Like it's definitely. I'm a I'm an old fart that hates everything, and I fucking walked out with a smile on my face and loving it. So
yeah, I'm gonna feel weird sitting there by myself. Yeah, like the wild robot, I felt weird seeing, and that one I thought was you know, it was good, but not.
I was ready to hate on
this.
it. I was ready to hate on it if there was anything stupid in it.
How many white lesbians were in it?
There was nothing like that.
Yes!
There was nothing. I'm trying to think.
Give me all brown people over white lesbians. Any day.
there was nothing even remotely.
Oh,
close
thank
to
God.
that. I'm trying to think if there was nothing. Because I remember walking up when they didn't.
We got this art fucking book.
Can we discuss Haley Atwell giving him mouth to mouth and the camera placement?
They knew the angle that was.
Yeah.
Bless them for it.
The cinematography was amazing, especially in the plane chase scene. All the different angles. I don't even know how they shot some of that. I had a picture of it. I must not have saved it. All the underwater stuff, like he's legit underwater doing all of that stuff. It's very impressive. Very impressive.
I do want to say this, Erwin, if you go see this movie tonight,
I have my ticket already. Yes,
you're gonna come home and hug Grogu very tightly tonight.
Oh, so I finally moved my closet since I had switched rooms. I finally came out of the closet and I switched my closet. So I finally got to arrange all of my toys and props and what have you. And so I have all my like Grogu's and my Gremlin on the top, and I arranged them in order like by size. And I made like, you know how girls get all their stuffed animals and they set them up all like in order and one. I have a Grogu version of that in my fucking closet now.
Oh boy.
Oh, but hey, he makes daddy that money, so I don't mind feeling like a child.
Breaking news.
Oh, really?
This is breaking news.
Good news? It sounds
The Wheel of Time has been canceled by Prime Video after 3 seasons.
Wow.
I'm looking forward to seeing that exact same thing in the future, but
but Rings of Power. Now, that's what I was going to say. This is why it's breaking news. I don't give a fuck about Wheel of Time, but that is the admittance that they failed and it's not salvageable. Can they do it? And that's Rings of Power.
That's another one they spent way too much
Everything's
money on.
Happening. Everything's happening in 2025.
And we have so this is the same day. We also have 3 good pieces of entertainment out.
Just want to let that sit there. It's beautiful. Okay. No.
Oh, well, funny. That's actually a good transition. Both the Avengers just got delayed. Who would have ever seen that coming, guys? Yeah. So end of next year, allegedly, for Doomsday.
Basically Christmas for both movies, and that now means that Doomsday will be opening the same day as Dune Messiah.
That would be this next one, which I can't imagine will stay that way whatsoever. There's no way that's happening. They cannot let that happen.
It makes sense. We always knew it was going to get delayed, especially with the way they're filming, both back to back.
Yeah,
and
we called it. Was it last week? A week before? We were
multiple people saying that the scripts are done, but they're not done. Like they know scenes, they know events, but they don't know exactly which characters are going to do what and say what because casting is still and scheduling. Yeah, good luck.
Oh yeah, it's already a clusterfuck to make a movie, but you have such an all-star cast and so many and all the different sets. Yeah, there's a reason why they have to probably beg people and shower lots of money on directors these days.
We got to get the clip of Dumbledore from the 3rd Harry Potter where he tells them all the complicated shit they have to do, blah blah blah. They just he said, "Good luck." No, they're fucking just like because that is the type. That's why I'm saying it that way. Is good luck, guys. Probably not going to do it.
Hey, we're rooting for them. Hey, we just got nice things. It'd be nice to have more nice things. And what other nice things did we get? Jeremy Clarkson. Clarkson's Farm is back. And this, 1 minute and 9 seconds in, he says, "I'm not a socialist."
Good. I approve.
Because Caleb's out on his tour. So he's like, I just want to say I'm happy for him and his success. I'm not a socialist.
Can we talk about this little guy? Like he's 21 years old and this fucking kid is like listing off all the landmarks. He's the kid has all these businesses and everything. I'm like, Jesus, what the hell? This kid's 21 and he has all this already set. Like,
yeah, well, that's the whole thing. He's all young and competent in farming, and Jeremy's all an old celebrity who's as incompetent in his farming as he could possibly be. It's a great dynamic.
I was like, holy shit.
And then he has to go up against the city council or the village councils and stuff like that. It's fantastic. I swear they set some of it up to make it as incompetent as possible. It's good TV. It's easy. Similar like Lilo and Stitch is just easy and fun. It just makes you like feel good. That's how Clarkson's
Lilo and
farm
Switch is when he fucks up. She tells him to go cut one to bring it in. Oh, that's a new one. The Chow Guy?
The Chow Guy. The most pathetic live stream is Trashcast. EVS and his legion call the Fellowship Friday Night Zeros. He should move on from Ripperverse for once. Yeah, poor EVS. We're all praying for him and hope he gets the help he deserves. And desperately needs.
No.
Yeah, I supported him, and then I did this crazy thing where I wanted to get the thing I paid for. What an idiot. Clarkson's Farm, though, I get exactly what I paid for. I hated signing up for Amazon Prime. I put it off for the longest time, but I told myself, well, at least there's some shows on Prime I can watch that all these people love, and they keep telling me I gotta watch, and I'm sure as hell not getting Apple TV. So might as well get some free shipping and also watch some Reacher and now some Clarkson's Farm, which Gary constantly evangelizing Clarkson's Farm had me interested, but I didn't have Prime. And then I finally got around to it. You guys had me watching Reacher and stuff. And then ABF was like, bro, Clarkson's Farm. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, bro, Clarkson's Farm. And I finally bit. And yeah, it's such easy watching. Gooch, so far, are you enjoying it? Your first 2 episodes?
Yeah, it's I mean, it's farming. But yeah, it's also grows. Entertaining. It's also entertaining. You learn quite a bit while watching
a reality show.
Yeah. But he's funny. I like him. The Lamborghini tractor was. She's like, "Why did you get that? Why are you just jealous of it?" She goes, "Yeah, but like you don't need that."
He in the new season he has to buy a new tractor, and he's just like, "But it's not a Lamborghini." It's great. It's only got 4 cylinders. It needs 8 cylinders. All right, let's see. We skipped some manga. Let's see. All right, Elden Ring. Live action? A24. All right, Elden Ring. That sounds great. I never played it, but the style, the story seems so cool. Live action? Okay. Hopefully it manages to still look good and not cost a ton of money. Oh, it's A24, so it's not going to be a lot of money. And
yeah,
I think all of the Elden Ring people are going to hate this so much. Gooch?
Isn't this the thing that like George R.R. Martin should have been writing his books, but he consulted on the lore, but then no one's paying attention to the lore because they're too busy memorizing boss patterns every fucking fight because it's just boss after boss after boss.
Yes, I appreciate the Dark Souls slander. Now, what if I told you Alex Garland was directing?
Cool.
Gentlemen, it brought us 28 days later. The Tesseract, novel. A bunch of other stuff. Dread. Devil May Cry video game, all right. Ex Machina, Annihilation, Civil War, Warfare, which I did not like written by. There was writing for that.
Civil War.
So I first off, Dark Souls people are they're masochists. Like they like pain and suffering. That's why they play Souls-like games. So they're not going to be happy, and they like love it. They are very, very, very passionate about it. So they're not going to be happy. And then like the normies, I don't think are going to care. And then there'll be the people like me who are interested, but then I've got my like unlimited pass, so I'm going to see it, but that's not really a big market. So I don't know how well this is going to go, but I'm interested and I want to go see it because Elden Ring has interested me, but I think this might be a bit of a disaster. Hey, cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see. All right, good. That's all
I don't know, like, what's like, how are they going to get funding for this? Like, if they can get the money to make this properly, then there's potential there. But A24 is like a 50-50. It could be good or it could be like dog shit. So.
Yeah.
I kind of feel the same way, Apollo, but maybe we're just a different type of masochistic. Yeah. I don't know.
I'd rather be in the UK having a kind of machete wielding invader.
It's the same thing of the motherfuckers that will only play Halo on like the legendary difficulty with all the your shield constantly. Like that's great. If you enjoy that, that's fine. Could I do it? Yes, but God, Do I want to do it? No, I'd rather just play it.
As me and Doom Dark Ages. Yes, I can play. I'm good enough at video games. I can play it on a hard mode. I don't want to run in circles waiting for the health and armor to regenerate.
We all get our kicks.
Yes. That's why I like at Doom Dark Ages. You can play it as difficult as you want or as easy as you want.
Yeah, I play a game, Dark Souls, and then I flatulate myself for just, good whipping or two to take the skin off just to make sure that I'm doing it the right way.
Yeah. We should bring back self-flagellation for sure.
Uh-huh.
All right. Zachary Levi strikes back. This is from Variety. He decided to do a sit-down interview with Tatiana Siegel from Variety. Oh. This is going to go well. The Trump voting Shazam star on feeling Hollywood's wrath. The Trump, so you get the first little line and then the actual byline. Trump is the second fucking word in it. Voting Shazam star on feeling Hollywood's wrath over vaccine skepticism and the $100 million studio he's building in Austin. Oh, what are we looking at? We're talking about how all the BDSM we're all into.
Oh, he said, because I said playing Halo, and he's like, no, you're playing it with all the skulls. That's not masochism. That's, you just got help.
I get the challenge. Yeah, see, it's
agreed.
Once you go through all that suffering and you beat it, and then you have that release, that's great, but I don't like all the pain before it. I rather just have fun the whole time and have a nice normal release rather than edging myself through pain to finally feel enjoyment, because I'm so cut off from fun and enjoyment. I finally get to feel it and unleash it all over the place onto Melania. What's her name? No,
Melania. Tech Rat and I played Army of Two on Elite PMC difficulty, and I've been telling people that for 20 plus years, and I'll be saying it for another 20 years. Elite PMCs, just so you know. Sometimes it's fun to brag, but Jesus Christ, not every time.
Blah, blah, blah. He's starting a studio in Austin, which I like, and they talk about Joe Rogan, Woody Harrelson there, and then they talk about how, Matthew McConaughey and others, was it Mel Gibson or someone else they did that Texas, hey, Hollywood, come to Texas. Matthew McConaughey and Taylor Sheridan. And yeah, Woody Harrelson as well. And then there's some people trying to get him to go to Vegas and whatnot. And hey, that sounds good. Zachary Levi gets kicked out of Hollywood. Start your own studio, buddy. That's awesome. And he's been doing a lot of the Christian stuff because that's kind of what you got to do once you get kicked out of Hollywood. But he says he's not going to be focusing on that sort of stuff. He just wants to make normal movies. So going for his own little A24 rather than a Angel Studios, which, hey, sounds good. And then, so he obviously isn't a full-blown tinfoil hat conservative. So they describe him as Levi is still more of an Aaron Rodgers than a Roger Stone.
Jesus Christ. Even though, by the way, Aaron Rodgers, who yesterday was on Rogan or whatever the day before talking about how the I guess we could say it now, though. Vaccines had nanotech in them that if you turn on a certain frequency, it causes them to coalesce into
it's the 5G, I'm telling you. That's why my 5G stops working sometimes, because I didn't get the schmaxine. And also, I believe Aaron Rodgers, I think they also talked about Alex Jones getting cancer or banned or whatever too. I think they got into that. So Aaron Rodgers is pretty Roger Stone these days. And then he's not the stereotypical MAGA prototype. He voted for all these Democrats. And similar to, we covered the other day some country singer. They were calling him Trump coded, even though he never supported Trump and whatnot. So basically this is all how, he likes gays. Looks, he loves the queers guys, and Jesus wouldn't bully somebody online or otherwise because they're gay. Yeah, Jesus sounds like a real fun guy is what I was going to say. Yeah, it's basically...
He was banging.
What, Mary Magdalene, that whore? Now those are Templar lies, Badger. All right, so it's just a Cope article. They wanted to go in for the attack, but he's still very lefty. So they had to say, oh, he's this horrible MAGA guy, even though he's not MAGA at all. But he's a MAGA guy and a Hollywood pariah. But hey, he's got plenty of backers, and it seems like he's going to be able to make a studio, so good. Good. They try to destroy us, but it just makes us stronger. Hassan Piker. Hassan Piker may get banned for anti-Semitism one of these days. He's got the ADL coming after him now. Jonathan Greenblatt's like, oh no, a tragedy! Money, please! Oh, I saw a tragedy. Give me more money, please.
Jesus. Levi, Zachary Levi. You have a photo up next Saturday.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. All right, so I had this one brought up from the other day. John Rhys Davies reveals whether he will return to Middle-earth as Gimli in future Lord of the Rings films. I love
all of these.
The extended edition and the behind-the-scenes stuff. And in the behind-the-scenes stuff, he was absolutely miserable in all of that makeup. It was giving him like a terrible like rashes and like skin problems and whatnot. So he had, not only did he have to sit in a chair for like 8 hours a day, for what, 3 years? Yeah, 8 hours a day for 3 years of his life in a makeup chair. It then also horribly irritated his skin. So he's also in pain. And he's like, but bro, I'll still come back, just CGI my face. And he's like, but physically, I don't know if I'll be able to do that. And then when he points that out, I'm like, yeah, I'm not longer capable of putting 80 pounds of extra armor and stuff on and climbing up mountains. And I'm just like, how are they gonna get Ian McKellen to do anything? Like they're so old, and we want Aragorn back in his day, Aragorn, and we're just not gonna get it.
CGI de-aging, superimposing their faces.
Yep.
Yeah, and spoiler, they all fucking will come back, and they all cite the same thing. Andy Serkis is directing it, and out of deference to him, I'll come back, and Peter Jackson, so I'll come back.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, he said he's gonna do it for Andy, and yeah. But just CG. And so that's my question. Just find someone else to do it, or CG the old ass man? I don't like that. That's not CG the old ass people in. I don't, it's always so uncanny valley. I don't like it.
Yeah, maybe depends on if it's still there. God help us what Gandalf is going to sound like, Ian McKellen. But see, the thing is, a lot of these people that get old, and then it's because they stop working. Ian has been working continuously. And he says he will work continuously. So he every day is using his vocal muscles and eating and eating right. It's not like he went off and just dies. He's still going.
What
Davies,
happens,
is he,
What happens if he does though? If he does die? Like does they
then you have to fucking recast then, don't you? Your hand is forced.
Well,
you have to use body doubles and archival formats and AI it and or some horrible fucking thing.
I forgot to reward the super chatters, and it was a lot. It was zoomed in like this, and I went, "Whoops! I forgot to show these."
In Mission Impossible. She was great. Her in the last one, she was a little bit underused, and in this one, used quite well.
She was an important character.
Her thief character, very.
It saves the day with her thievery. I appreciated it.
You know the difference between a good and a bad pickpocket.
Timing, yes. And then we had random black guy who had nothing to do, where she actually had lots of stuff to do, an agency and whatnot, and I liked it. More boobs. I was hoping to find some more scantily clad outfits of her, but rude. And sadly, the Sydney Sweeney page just started posting other women, and I kind of feel like it's cheating. And I'm worried about what my future wife, Sydney Sweeney, will think. But it's Kate Upton, so I figured it was cool, right? Is that acceptable, Gooch?
Kate Upton? Hey, that looks like a mod that I just downloaded for Oblivion Remastered.
Yes.
Nexus mods. Thank you.
We got a sneak peek of that. That's for sure. We saw it wasn't
real
a peek.
Real physics.
Oh. Actually, yes. Tomorrow, I got a bunch of gaming stuff pulled up. And speaking of real physics, I thought First Descendant already had jiggle physics. No, apparently it did not. It has actual jiggle physics now. This is the sort of hard
for science.
This is the hard-hitting journalism you'll get if you stay tuned tomorrow.
That's not a robot dog, right? That was just a dog with robot attachments.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you see the freeze frame of that one? I did. Yes. Okay, be careful with that dog. No, that's just an attachment.
Yeah, dog with robot parts. Okay.
Wobble, wobble.
I'm getting a little worked up, though. All right, more on that tomorrow. See, we got like 5 to 10 minutes. I always forget, Badger. Do you want to plug your stream tonight?
Yeah, Inside the Badgered In tonight with the Cabal. Erwin will have seen Lilo and Stitch, I guess, right?
I'm gonna go like that the whole time.
Moxie may or may not be there. We'll see. I think she's a little under the weather. So unless she gets real drugged up on NyQuil and fun, which I always advise, it's a real good time. Other than that, yeah, Inside the Badgerton tonight at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, they always give you the little like cup so you can measure your NyQuil.
That's for
trash
pussies.
can. Yeah, you can just drink out of the bottle. Did you guys know that life hack?
We should also plug the fact that I think Gooch and I for sure are going to be on Niat's channel at 4:30 PST to talk about Man of Steel. Man of Steel. I love.
You guys love, right? Everyone who talk crap
only
was wrong.
aged better. I the same 3 arguments and debates which I've answered a billion times really comes down to it whether you hate Snyder or not. What it seems to really come down to. But yeah, we'll talk about it. Be fun.
If he had just de-poopified his color grading a little, I think a lot more people would have been happy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple little changes. But hey, as someone pointed out, there were no flops with Snyder, and there's been like fucking 6 flops since Snyder. So you may not like all his choices, but goddamn. Rebel Moon? I don't know what Rebel Moon was. I'm going to talk about Rebel Moon. just talk about the DC stuff.
Rebel Moon.
It really doesn't. But I love you anyway, Amelia. It's okay. Actually gets better with every fucking watch.
Yeah, I love it. I
Henry's
saw
a
it in
Chad.
theaters. It was great. No, IMAX, I believe. Yeah, top row because it was so packed.
Yeah, it's great. Saw it 3 times in theaters, actually.
I never understood the hate for it. I was like that. Deadpool 2.
This is a practice for what we're gonna have to fucking deal with. When Kevin Costner has that beautiful, lovely performance, nuanced like a real fucking father. Oh, great.
I certainly like him a lot more than the yokel guy they got doing it, the fat bald guy they got doing it now.
No, teenage son, don't expose yourself to the entire fucking world, which you immediately try to control you and experiment on you, and then he's immediately proven correct. No,
but he's going wild and he's faster than a speeding bullet.
It's not yet proved. See, this is what I'm going to tell them. It's not yet shown. He's supposed to be teenagers. Not yet shown that he has super speed yet, or that he even knows how to use it. And there's also an entire underpass of people that can see him. You see him disappear and come back with the dad standing there. I don't know.
Go to a different
didn't have a broken ankle. Didn't have a broken ankle.
I mean,
experience, Gooch.
It's not even been he doesn't have Superman.
I'm bracing myself. I'm just
save him.
myself.
That part's never been what bothered me. Kevin Costner going back for the dog one is way, 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 way too dangerous to be going back for the dog is what always actually bothered me about that part.
That poor dog.
Yeah.
Gooch had gone back for the dog.
Yeah,
Kansas farmers. They drowned bags of kittens out in the creek.
But the dog, I don't know. The intro to that movie is fucking top notch. That intro is like I watched it today.
Spoiler: Clark is a fucking Christian in most of the comics. He's raised in Kansas. There's no problem with him going to. I thought it was beautiful that he out of all the places he'd have go to a church.
I just bugs me that
a synagogue really fucked with you guys.
Dog's life means more than your son having a dad and his future.
All dogs go to heaven.
Just get another dog. God,
great film by the way.
1 minute till.
It's a tornado and the dog would probably have been fine. Well, actually, I guess he died, so I probably would have. Wait. So the dog gets away, right? Or does the dog die too?
Dog gets away.
The bitch ass dog gets saved and then runs away. And is like, bye, bitch, you're gonna die. What an asshole dog. All right. All right, so you guys gotta spurg out Superman. I'm gonna spurg out some manga real quick.
We'll see how long we last.
So, Chainsaw. I know it's gonna. But do you think other people liked it, or is everyone else gonna hate on it?
I know at least 3 of them aren't gonna like it. I think Niad is indifferent. Dooley's, I don't know.
Chainsaw Man. I know how I feel about it. I quite enjoy it, and I'm caught all up on them. So now I'm having to read the author's other work, and I'd heard about this a while ago. Goodbye, Airy. Holy crap! I freaking loved it. I don't recommend it to anyone but Red French Moon. It's kind of weird. I have very different tastes from chat. I've discovered over the year and a half or whatever I've been doing this. This is definitely a my taste kind of manga. So kids like filming his mom's life as she's dying, and But you don't find out all the information. You find out later, and then he plays the movie for his school, and they all make fun of it. But this girl likes it, and she teaches them how movies are made, and makes a movie about her life. But then she has something happen, and then you find out more stuff, and then the ending comes out of nowhere, and then you're like, wait, is this real or fantasy? And then there's the explosion, and this shit made me feel things, and there was like 3 moments where I had to fight the tears back. So loved it. Don't recommend it to anyone. It moved me.
I'm gonna take a look at that.
Gooch, you might enjoy it. And then I also, since I enjoyed it so much, I got his other popular book, Look Back, which is about 2 like girl manga artists, but it's really well reviewed. That's like anime and manga for you. It sounds like terrible, and it's amazing and moves you and makes you want to cry and sticks with you. I keep thinking about this. Looking forward to reading that. For fuck's sake, hashtag
cancel Disney Plus. I blame.
And going for 2. Also, Graph, we now finally have a clip for you.
So, oh, for fuck's sake.
And Cornboy.
Funny thing, Gunho. All manga is pretty womanly. I see lots of girls at the used bookstore looking at manga, and when I went to Barnes and Noble, there was like 4 chicks looking through the manga section. Manga is what manga. You ain't gonna be picking up chicks talking about like sharing comic books, that's for sure. I occasionally see a girlfriend come into the comic shop, and they usually go straight to the manga section. So yeah, black girls, everyone likes manga. It's taken over. Badger, I found just one random short manga, just nice little self-contained story. That's all I wanted. And there's a vampire, and I know how much you like vampires. So
I hope he sparkles.
This came out, I'm glad you mentioned that, in 2008. Do you know what else came out in 2008?
Twilight?
It sparkled. Twilight. So this is like peak vampire mania, and this, just so simple. I paid $5 for it. It's just a solid like 6 out of 10. It's an American author and a Singaporean artist. So it actually reads left to right. It's not a normal manga. Actually, that's a graphic novel is currently what everyone is thinking. Actually, I liked it. And it was just, he's actually a nice guy, but everyone thinks he's actually the like Jack the Ripper serial killer, but it's actually the bad guy vampire. And then, of course, there's the handsome detective guy that all the girls are after. And then there's the pretty girl that the vampire falls in love with. And he saves her and does nice things. And it was just the most stereotypical vampire story ever. And is all I wanted. I say, just give me the formula. And I went straight to 2008 peak vampire. And I got it. And I was happy. Dialogue was a little rough at times. Simple story, simple characters, cool character designs. I was happy. Vampires, man. It's so easy. It's just formula. He just did the thing. It basically, he even talks about it in the end. It basically just wrote itself. It's the formula. It's so simple. It's so easy. I liked it. Even though it's, I don't think I'd recommend it to anyone. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. And I'm going to be buying... The amount of manga I'm buying tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'd be able... I got a pretty big hand, too. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to palm it. All right. They live yet, or are we still rolling?
They are late and gay.
Excellent. So, yeah, I was very happy about that. For the comic book enjoyers, I will be discussing comic books in the coming days. And Badger, you will be happy. I finished the Mara Jade comic. And just like Deathstroke the Terminator, I was mad several times throughout, because there were several times when I was reading it and I went, this would have made a perfect TV show. I fucking hate you for giving us what you gave us instead of using your own source material to make an amazing show with a strong female lead, with dark overtones, a gritty, complex character. That's all the shit you want. But more on that tomorrow.
Inside the Badger In tonight, 8 o'clock avocado time, my channel with the cabal. Yay! And until then, Yat's channel, where we'll be having such civilized conversations and we won't insult each other.
Gooch, anything you wanted to plug?
Just late night with Gooch and gang. This Sunday we have Beardo joining us. So.
Oh, nice. Zax for 6 months. Happy Friday, Cabalians, and happy Friday to you too, Zax. And we'll see you all tomorrow.
Hercules.
1 p.m. Eastern here, and tonight at 11 Eastern, ain't coming time. Bye, everyone. Thanks for all the support. Miss you guys.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends.
Oh!
Come on! Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
Well, bye. If we're not back by dawn, call the president.
We finally have good entertainment. Let's celebrate by beating up Alec Baldwin.